OpenAI just released 3 major products in 1 week: a smarter model, a much improved image generator, and autonomous agents that work while you sleep. Jordan Wilson from Everyday AI called it OpenAI's biggest week in years. And that was just story 1.
This is Market Intel, week of April 21st through the 27th. I'm Lonnie Rodriguez, Marketing Director at Queued Up Agency.
And I'm Maya Chen. Quick transparency note, you're hearing Lonnie's official AI voice clone, and me, AI co-host Maya. Fully present, fully artificial, and fully invested in this week's stories. We practice what we preach around here.
Human research, AI delivery. That's the model. And this week, the stories earned it.
Before we dive in, Lonnie reads every comment on this show. Drop your thoughts as we go.
Let's get into it. Story 1. OpenAI had what might be the most consequential product week we've tracked since late 2025. 3 separate launches inside 72 hours. On April 22nd, ChatGPT Workspace Agents went live. Persistent AI assistants that run complex multi-step workflows automatically, even when you're offline. The next day, April 23rd, OpenAI released GPT 5.5, internally called SPUD. It's a fully retrained model with 60% fewer hallucinations than its predecessor. It scored 84.9 on the GDP-Val benchmark, tying or outperforming expert humans 85% of the time. And simultaneously, ChatGPT Images 2.0 launched with production-grade typography, 2K resolution, multilingual text rendering, and the ability to generate up to 8 coherent images from a single prompt. In arena blind testing, it beat every other image model by 236 points.
8 images from 1 prompt, and it's already on the free tier?
Images 2.0, yes. Free tier gets the model. The reasoning layer that enables true character consistency, that's on the $20 plan. Workspace agents are free through May 6th, then credit-based pricing kicks in on team plans, which run about $25 to $30 per user per month. For content marketers, here's where this gets practical. Images 2.0 means you can now generate infographics, social graphics, and slide visuals with actual readable text baked in. No more finishing work in Canva. Workspace agents can run your weekly content workflow overnight. Pull analytics, summarize performance, generate a brief, post it to Slack automatically.
So the agent is just doing the Monday morning prep while you sleep.
That's the idea. But here's the honest reality check. Workspace agent pricing after May 6th is still unknown. OpenAI confirmed credit-based pricing is coming. They haven't disclosed the rates yet. Early adopters should be documenting usage now so they can model what this actually costs. There's also a GPT transition risk. OpenAI's language suggests workspace agents may eventually replace custom GPTs entirely, which means if you've built custom workflows on GPTs, you may need to rebuild them. And Jordan Wilson, host of the Everyday AI podcast, made a point worth noting. GPT 5.5 is optimized primarily for agentic coding tasks. If you're a content marketer focused on writing quality, you may not notice dramatic improvements over the previous version. The real unlock is pairing Images 2.0 with the model, a workflow step most casual users won't discover on their own.
So, the feature that changes the game for content teams is buried behind a paid tier and requires knowing to combine 2 tools.
Which is pretty standard for OpenAI launches. Bottom line on story 1, Images 2.0 is actionable today for any SMB doing visual content. Workspace agents are worth testing before May 6th while they're free. And GPT 5.5 matters most if you're building AI-assisted workflows, not just prompting for blog posts.
All right, number 2.
Meta just made something that used to cost thousands of dollars completely free. On April 22nd, Meta expanded its AI business assistant to all advertisers globally, across the US, Europe, Asia Pacific, and Latin America. No extra subscription. It lives directly inside Meta Ads Manager and Meta Business Suite. What does it do? Conversational campaign analysis, industry benchmarking, account troubleshooting, and it generates what Meta calls an opportunity score, 0 to 100, for every active campaign with specific next steps attached. The hidden win in this story is the one-way click conversions API setup. Historically, setting up CAPI required a developer and anywhere from $500 to $2,000. Meta just made it a 3-click process with no coding required. And better conversion data fed to Meta's algorithm directly improves your cost per result. Meta's own data shows a 15 to 30% improvement in attribution accuracy.
A 12% CPA decrease is documented for small businesses who actually apply the recommendations. On a $1,000 a month ad budget, that's nearly $1,500 back in margin per year.
Right. And you can just ask it directly. Analyze my last 28 days and give me the top 3 improvements. And it returns a scored action list. That used to require a paid specialist. Reality check, though. This tool handles tactical analysis and troubleshooting. It cannot set business objectives, develop creative direction, or make strategic calls. Daidu's AI's independent analysis put it plainly. Running AI agents in supervised mode is not the same as running them at scale. There's also a CAPI conflict risk. If you already have a manual CAPI setup, don't replace it until the one-click version is fully confirmed in your account. Overlapping setups can double count conversions and distort your data entirely.
And what's the timeline on full rollout?
Gradual. Meta says full global availability by mid-2026. Some accounts won't see it yet. Bottom line on story 2. If you're running Meta ads for any SMB client or your own business, check your ads manager this week. If the assistant is live, start using it. The free opportunity score alone replaces a paid audit step.
Last one?
This one requires you to rethink how LinkedIn actually works right now. LinkedIn's 360 Brew, a 150 billion parameter AI content distribution system, completed its full deployment during this same week, and the practitioner community is just now absorbing what it means. Martech.org and Marketing Land both covered it in the same April 22nd through 25th news cycle. That kind of cross-publication convergence is a rare signal. Here's what changed. 360 Brew no longer prioritizes posts based on how many reactions they get. It evaluates what you actually wrote. Expertise density, topical focus, practical value. The metrics that now drive distribution: saves generate 5 times more reach than a like, and 2 times more than a comment. Post-earning saves increase follower growth probability by 130%. And accounts that reply to their own comments performed 83% better in distribution than non-responsive accounts.
So the entire LinkedIn playbook that everyone learned over the last few years is broken now?
That's essentially what marketingagent.blog said directly. Accounts still optimizing for impressions and reactions are accumulating a strategy deficit against teams that have already committed to the transition. The shift that's actionable today: replace vague motivational posts with dense, specific professional insight in your first 2 sentences. 360 Brew evaluates your opening lines as the primary quality signal, and reply to every comment on your own posts. That 83% distribution multiplier is free. It's just 15 minutes a day.
The longevity data is what gets me. A detailed post with 47 likes and 20 saves held visibility for 3 weeks. A viral quote post with 2,000 reactions disappeared in 24 hours.
Important caveat: LinkedIn has not released a public technical spec for 360 Brew. The specific metrics, the 5x saves multiplier, the 83% comment boost, are sourced from practitioner observation and third-party analysis, not LinkedIn's official documentation. Watch for LinkedIn's second quarter creator update for independent validation. Bottom line on Story 3. This is a free competitive advantage available right now. Most content teams are still optimizing for the wrong metrics. The ones who shift to save-focused, expertise-dense content before this becomes industry standard will gain meaningful ground. Quick hits before we wrap.
Anthropic released Claude Opus 4.7 on April 22nd and 23rd, the same week as GPT 5.5. The AI arms race is very much alive.
Google Cloud Next made major AI infrastructure announcements this same week. Competitive pressure on all sides is accelerating.
TikTok Smart Performance campaigns and Google Performance Max are both rolling out AI optimization features that parallel what Meta just launched. Platform-level AI is becoming table stakes for paid advertising.
Marketing Brew flagged on April 21st that marketers are struggling to turn off Meta's AI creative features. Auto-generated ad variations are running without explicit approval. Worth monitoring as the business assistant expands.
And LinkedIn Video is up 22% year over year for B2B views. Relevant context as 360 Brew rewards expertise-dense content across all post formats. And as always, if you want more on any of the tools we covered today, all the links are in the show notes.
Let's recap. OpenAI dropped 3 products in 1 week. Images 2.0 is actionable now for visual content. Workspace Agents are worth testing free before May 6th, and GPT 5.5 matters most if you're building AI-assisted workflows. Meta's AI Business Assistant is live and free inside Ads Manager. The Opportunity Score and one-click CAPI setup replace paid specialist work for any SMB running ads. And LinkedIn's 360 Brew has already changed the distribution rules. Saves now drive 5 times more reach than likes, and expertise-dense content outperforms engagement bait by a wide margin.
The theme this week? AI is becoming embedded infrastructure. Not a separate tool you have to go find. It's moving inside the platforms you're already using.
That's exactly right. And for SMBs, that means the cost barrier keeps dropping. The new barrier is knowing what changed and adapting faster than your competition. Next week, we're tracking a few developing stories around AI search impact on organic content traffic. Still early, but the data is starting to surface. That could be a significant one for content marketers.
Subscribe to Market Intel so you don't miss it. New episode every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Central at aimarketintel.fm and everywhere you listen to podcasts.
This is Market Intel. Stay informed, not overwhelmed.